You're watching News 3 HD at noon.
Linda Barcz from the Barcz Company is here taking your calls at 270-9933. Good to see you again. Everybody knows this plant. I think everybody's got one of these, don't they?
I think so, because they're very easy to grow, and this is one of the older varieties. I think it's called Suzanne. No. Oh, see, I've got my names wrong. It's a Chinese evergreen.
There we go. That's all we need to know.
Yes. And it will tolerate low light. But they have introduced a lot of new ones that have pinks and different color tones that actually, to keep these colors, these bright colors, then you want, and that's a Gloxinia. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is.
That's a species Gloxinia. I just brought for a little color, but the ones behind it, surrounding them, are 3 different types of Chinese evergreen that have pinks and white tones to them. And if you want to keep this, it will need a little bit more light, like an east window would be really good.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
They are, aren't they?
Very hardy?
Easy to grow, yes.
Yeah, we got to start thinking of indoor plants, I guess, one of these
little bit.
days. All right, let's get to the phones. We will start with Bill in Arlington. Hi, Bill. What's your question?
Good afternoon, Linda. Do you recommend mowing off a newly established strawberry bed?
No, I don't think that is...
For the winter?
Do you have issues with weeds or something in it? That
No.
Okay, because some people mow high. They mow, if they have invasives in there, they will mow it to get, and then rake all of that off. But I don't think so. I typically see them being mulched so that they then you don't get that freezing and thawing if you mulch them after the soil is getting cold.
But no reason to mow them off like a hosta or something.
No.
Okay. Let's go to Joanne in Wanakee. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, I was wondering, I had a beautiful poinsettia plant at Christmas last year, and I set it out on the porch, outside porch all summer, and it's gorgeous and green. And what do I do with it? Will it blossom again?
Well, in order to get you to get the colors, this is a little early for people talking about poinsettias. That's interesting. In order to get those panicles to be red, you have to give it a very strict regimen of certain number of hours of darkness to light. It's difficult to do. You're probably better off just to keep it as a greenhouse plant and then buy one new at Christmas time.
Yeah, and the colors, that's not the flower. The flowers are at the end.
That's true. The little flowers are actually the little ones in the center, and the panicles are what color up really nice.
Yeah, so just get it. Enjoy it as green and then get a new one for Christmas.
Yes.
There you go. All right, we'll go to Harlan in Merrimack. Hi, Harlan.
Hello.
Hi.
Linda, what can I do with Septoria leaf spot in tomatoes?
Wow. So
And-
people are still trying to do
Yeah,
that.
my tomato plant's still going strong.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at this point, you probably aren't going to have to worry about that leaves. There's no point in spraying. Next year, if you have issues, make sure that you move your tomato plants to a new area where you haven't been growing tomatoes, and get rid of all the spent leaves, and don't let that be worked into your compost or anything, and then start to spray early next season. But at this time of the year, there's no point in treating.
And we were talking earlier, you might want to take some of the leaves off of the tomato plants. If you still have green tomatoes, they might ripen.
That's right.
You've heard that?
I was talking to a woman that was, she spends a lot of time in France, and they eliminate 95% of their leaves, so everything is being directed to those fruit, and of course there isn't any shading that goes on, because you're not going to, with this kind of sun, you're not going to have any burning of the
Right,
fruit.
and the plants don't really need the leaves anymore to...
Right, and they need the heat. They need
Yeah.
as much heat as they can get.
We'll try it.
Yeah.
All right, Ann in Stoughton. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Mark. Linda, how are you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Linda, I have got some herb plants outside, and I was wondering, I mean, the foliage is beautiful, the herbs are gorgeous, there's no bugs in them,
Okay.
but I want to bring them in for the winter, and I'm just wondering what I can use to get rid of any critters that may have accumulated over summer in the soil.
Oh.
That is something that's organic, that will not kill my herb plants or be detrimental to my health.
Uh-huh. Yes, I understand what you're heading towards. And I think that probably I don't know if they're tolerant of insecticidal soap. Some plants you can do a drench with that, but I'm a little hesitant. I think I would just keep them isolated, put them in saucers, and then if you see anything that they're going to, when you're watering, they're going to emerge.
Right.
So I don't think I would treat them with anything.
Okay. And getting ready for the cooler weather, just clean up the garden eventually?
It is. We can start to think about doing that. This weather has us lulled in such a fall, so it's like it's going to go out, this year it's going to go on forever. But yes, you can start to clean things up. Hostas, daylilies, if you like to cut them back before they get frozen and get all mushy and things, you can start to do that now.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It's second week of October.
I know. It's wonderful.
Once it hits, we'll all be relishing these days, that's for
That's
sure.
right.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Linda will take your calls off the air. And